Even though they cost more upfront, electric automobiles frequently end up saving more money over time than gasoline-powered vehicles. For many drivers over a number of years, EVs have shown to be a more cost-effective option because of their lower fuel and maintenance expenses. Here's a detailed comparison based on key factors. Number 8. Depreciation and resale value. Depreciation, the loss of a vehicle's value over time, is a critical factor in the total cost of car ownership. Historically, by Yagdaren, electric vehicles tended to depreciate faster than petrol cars, primarily due to concerns about battery life, range anxiety, and less established secondary markets. However, this trend is rapidly changing. Advances in battery technology, longer battery warranties, often 8 years or more, and growing demand for used EVs have helped improve their resale values significantly. In many markets, certain electric models now retain their value as well as, or even better than, comparable petrol cars. Additionally, the lower running and maintenance costs make used EVs more attractive to buyers, which supports stronger resale prices. As a result, owners of EVs can expect a more favorable depreciation curve over the long term, thereby reducing their overall financial outlay when upgrading or selling their vehicle. Number 7. Charging infrastructure and convenience costs. While electric vehicles offer fuel cost savings, they come with considerations around charging infrastructure that can have financial implications. For home charging, installing a dedicated EV charger can involve upfront costs ranging from a few hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on the electrical setup. However, this is often a one-time investment that pays off through energy savings and convenience. Public fast charging is typically more expensive than home charging, but still tends to be cheaper than petrol per mile. In contrast, petrol cars benefit from widespread and fast refueling infrastructure, but incur higher per mile fuel costs. Additionally, EV owners can reduce charging costs significantly by planning charging during off-peak electricity hours or using solar energy. The convenience factor also saves time and indirect costs, since many EV owners can charge overnight at home, avoiding trips to the gas station and potential price fluctuations at pumps. For urban dwellers without home charging availability, access to public charge points may add some inconvenience and cost, but continues to improve rapidly worldwide. Number 6. Upfront cost. Because of their advanced technology and expensive lithium-ion batteries, electric vehicles EVs usually have higher initial purchase prices than gasoline-powered cars. For instance, a new electric car in the UK market typically costs between £48,000 and £50,173, which is at least twice as much as the average price of a mid-size gas car, which is around $21,964. For many consumers contemplating EVs, this upfront difference may be a major deterrent. These incentives, which essentially cut the purchase price for buyers, include tax credits, rebates, reduced or eliminated registration costs, and subsidies and salary sacrifice programs. Furthermore, the initial cost of EVs is anticipated to decrease over the next few years, closing this price difference as production increases and battery technology advances. Number 5. Fuel energy costs. One of the most important savings for electric car users is the cost of electricity compared to fuel. Compared to purchasing gasoline, charging an EV is frequently far less expensive per mile. In the UK, driving an EV typically costs 7.8 pence per mile for electricity, whereas driving a petrol car costs 14.5 pence per mile for fuel. Over a period of several years of ownership, this difference can add up to an annual savings of about $600 over a driving distance of 10,000 miles. Similar cost differences are seen in the US, where EV owners save about 7.4 cents per mile on fuel costs, or nearly $1,100 annually. By using home solar panels, charging during off-peak hours, or taking advantage of renewable energy subsidies, EV owners can further lower their electricity expenses. On the other hand, petrol costs are more volatile and fluctuate with the world's oil markets, which makes fuel budgeting more difficult and generally more costly over time. Number 4. Maintenance costs. Due to the basic changes in their mechanical components, electric vehicles require significantly less maintenance than gasoline-powered automobiles. Because they don't have internal combustion engines, transmissions, fuel systems, or exhaust systems, all of which need routine maintenance, part replacement, or repair. EVs have a lot fewer moving parts than gasoline-powered cars. Consequently, EVs do not require routine maintenance like oil changes, spark plug replacements, fuel filter changes, or emission system repairs. Longer brake service intervals are another benefit of electric automobiles' regenerative braking systems, which lessen brake wear by turning kinetic energy back into electrical energy. In the US, EVs typically have 31% lower annual maintenance expenditures than gasoline-powered cars, which adds up to around $330 in savings annually. Over the course of the car's career, these decreased maintenance costs result in fewer trips to the mechanic, less disturbance, and substantial time and financial savings for the owners. Number 3, insurance costs. In many areas, the cost of electric vehicle insurance is somewhat greater than that of gasoline-powered automobiles. This is mostly because complex EV parts like battery packs and electric drivetrains, which need specialist knowledge and can be costly to replace or repair, have higher repair costs. Nonetheless, the lower chance of mechanical failure-related accidents and engine-related breakdowns frequently outweighs this somewhat higher insurance premium. The entire cost of ownership is also balanced by fewer repairs and lower maintenance and fuel expenses. As EVs proliferate and repair procedures become more standardized, insurance companies are also modifying pricing more frequently, which might eventually make EV insurance more affordable. Number 2, total cost of ownership. When looking beyond the sticker price and considering the total cost of ownership (TCO), which includes purchase price, fuel or energy expenses, maintenance, insurance, taxes, and resale value, electric vehicles often prove more cost-effective in the medium to long term. For instance, research shows that over an 8-year span, an EV owner in India may spend less money overall than a petrol car owner when factoring in running costs like fuel and servicing. Higher mileage drivers benefit even more from these savings since the cost per mile is consistently lower with electricity compared to petrol. Resale values for EVs are also improving as the car market matures and consumer demand for clean vehicles grows, further enhancing their financial appeal. Number 1, environmental and additional incentives. While not strictly financial savings, the environmental benefits of electric cars translate into direct and indirect cost advantages. Many governments offer additional incentives to encourage EV adoption due to lower carbon emissions and air pollution compared to petrol vehicles. These incentives include exemptions from congestion charges, reduced or free tolls, access to carpool lanes, and discounted or free parking in many urban areas. For drivers living in jurisdictions with aggressive carbon reduction targets, owning an EV can also mean eligibility for further government rebates and incentives. Additionally, charging at home using off-peak electricity rates or from self-produced solar power can further reduce operational costs, sometimes dramatically. These incentives and the lower environmental impact of EVs contribute to a positive feedback loop, making electric car ownership not only more affordable but also more sustainable in the long run. Overall, for most drivers, electric cars save more money in the long run compared to petrol cars due to lower fuel costs and maintenance requirements, despite their higher upfront cost. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.